When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
Percent?
So you fly like Iron Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Except I don't believe in the bottom of the feet boosters. It just never makes sense to me.
I think
So more-
Scrap finally got leaping, didn't he?
No, he did teleport.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had
That's it.
suggested leap.
Sure.
Do it. Audio balanced and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But as I was saying, my character has more. Most of his is backpack, although he's got little thrusters off the backs of his feet for more maneuverability and such.
Yeah, you probably have like visible like airplane wings attached, maybe.
No, I don't see that.
Jetpack.
Unless they're like really small ones.
He's straight up Rocket Pack Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He's a Rocketeer.
Pretty
So
much.
rocket boots or rocket pack?
Meanwhile, my wings just appear and disappear anomalously for fun.
It's a
I
party
was
trick.
thinking. I was actually thinking about making magical boots that give me the power to fly.
That perfectly
yeah.
works.
I
And
will
like
say,
I
if
said,
you were
Like the
using
example I gave, like there would be like 3 points. You get like 10 ranks of speed. Have fun.
I
I
will
think that's
say,
a
since
little
you're,
overboard.
using the
Totally
pre-made
is.
wizard, you probably have some leeway to kind of fiddle in with, mess with the points a bit as you go along. If you have, Fui's permission. I thought
you
we
said
were all doing that. I thought you just
we're
talk.
talking.
I thought you were sound balancing. I'm sorry.
Someone has to go
oh,
over to the
okay,
stream
sorry.
and listen to it. So someone
I
has
totally
to volunteer to go
misunderstood
look
what
at
you
the
said.
stream.
So who's going over the stream?
Here, I'm already over here. Let's see.
All right. Testing. Hi, Scrap.
Yeah.
So
well,
wait, all right.
know.
Just explain to me how you craft a magical
Oh god,
item
this is
in
terrible. I
game.
can hear everyone. Hold on, I'm dusting myself on.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, just to explain like how I worked with the boots here. So flight counts as 2 points per rank initially. Giving you wings brings it down to 1 point, and making it require concentration brings it down to 1 point in gets you 2 ranks. So that already gets you a pretty good power initially if you didn't have it as an item. If you went ahead and did it as an item, then if you put 5 points in, you end up with 10 ranks, and it only costs 3.
Yeah,
All right.
now I understand what you meant about the wings. Because the reason the wings give you work is because they can be bound and prevent you from flying.
Yup.
I was thinking of them like based off of
Multiple ways to
other
turn off the
system.
power.
All right. So where is that in the book exactly?
This is all actually like literally underneath the flight power. Those are 2 optional ones for it to concentrate on, to draw back upon. But like in the general drawbacks is where the removable stuff is.
I see. All right. So I know. I have to read the whole sections of the books. I just skimmed through it. Did anyone hear me?
Yeah, I'm just like really waiting patiently to hear the results of this.
Yeah,
Be quiet, but not too
he's a little
much,
bit
okay.
quiet over here too. So
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I think he wants you to test again.
Hello. Testing. Hello. So, yeah, like as I was saying, I only skimmed through a lot of the power sections, and I don't quite understand how that applies to magical items or like magical powers. It doesn't quite give me any really structured rules.
Well, that's kind of the whole point. There are no structured rules. It's generalized. Everything else is just flavor text. You build your power, you build the result, and then color it in and say this is how I'm doing this result. I mean, I could literally say my current flight power. Oh yeah, I dug up a magic ring that gives me flight. And it works exactly the same way.
Yeah, I
As
think
my
with Firebrand here, I literally said like, oh, I just like go into like my warehouses, like pull out like a box and just get one of my magic amulets out. There we go, solves the problem.
I see. Okay, I got it. Yeah, because I had a bitch of a time trying to figure out because like the basic archetype for Mystic is just like, yeah, you get Mystic Blast plus 5 magical effects that you could just choose, and I'm just like, well, what does that mean exactly? Choose
Yeah,
from
that
what?
figuring out how arrays work always seems to be like the thing that is hardest to get people to understand, so I don't blame you there.
The thing about Mutants and Masterminds is like, it's like riding a bike. Once you get it, you got it. But it's just getting there. You're like, fuck, what does this even mean? Oh, and then
How do you
like,
balance on 2 wheels? Oh, what is this bullshit?
this is so dumb. This makes no sense. And then you look back on yourself, you're like, man, I was dumb. Like you're doing wheeling and
It's like,
hopping
oh,
on
it just
curves.
works. It's King
Yeah.
Crimson. I get it.
I think one of the things that helps a lot, even though it can be a bit of a pain in the butt, you can download a program called Hero Lab, and you can just run it in demo version, and you can completely build your character in there, and it takes care of all the math and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, I used to play with Hero Lab back when I did Pathfinder, so I think I might just buy a license or buy the license for
Yeah.
Mutant Mastermind and play around with that.
Yeah.
I'm a person who like always loves doing everything by hand because I'm totally a Luddite when it comes to this. But I always keep hearing like people using it, and then they like get to the game, and it's like, well, hold up, this wasn't quite right. Let me change this up. It's like, oh,
That's quite ironic
program wasn't
considering
right.
considering you always play some sort of techie in most of the games you play.
I know, right? I am a tech person. I am science.
Me, I am the exact opposite. Any kind of tool or trick or spreadsheet or something that I could use to keep track of this, I'm like, I'd rather use that. I
Hey,
hate
Theta?
doing.
Yeah.
The announcement for the stream start is labeled for Warhammer. It's showing our stream window, but it's labeled for Warhammer.
Dope.
Little bit of whoopsie.
But yeah, now that you guys explained it, that makes much more sense because it obviously solves the power balance problem. Like, what's better, technology or magic or whatever power you're using? It just like whatever. It's all the
Exactly.
Yeah, flavor is fun, but flavor only matters when flavor comes up.
Didn't Fui said he did a superhero character that was really all it was just a bunch of guys in suits?
Oh, that's right. He wanted to make them the Men in Black, and it was like a swarm thing. So like whenever he'd like go to like to get damage or injury, like it would just be one of the guys getting knocked out or thrown away.
So regeneration is more guys would pop out from behind corners and all that sort of stuff.
You can do some really weird shit once you get to higher power levels.
And that's
Honestly, we're already at the power level where we're probably power tripping at this point. We could do whatever we wanted, really.
You're saying that, but for 90% of this game, I was under punching.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, I've had that happen too. Like, I've built another character that's PL8, and it's like, all right, compared to other PL8 characters, this one's like really weak. Like, what he does is he summons a stand, he has a motorcycle. That's about it. It's like, okay, so he can't fly at supersonic speeds, he can't punch out the meteor, he can't really save anyone. It's like, you, you can choose to get a power that is ridiculous. But if you don't have them, you're still kind of normal.
Yeah.
oh, and quick question. I think I bailed before hearing how many power points we got. We just got the one, right?
Yeah, we got the one.
Okay.
But no, what Scrap's saying is the fact that he literally had about 20% of his character tied up in pile, and pile set
Mhm.
into pile.
I mean,
Yeah, and
if
Pyle
the city
unfortunately
was
didn't get like much screen time or use, so
if the
it
city
would have
was
been nice to have
smaller-
like the second character.
Yeah, if we were in a smaller town and not the size of most of Northern Europe, then yes, he
Mhm.
would have been much more useful. But I did not think about that beforehand.
Yeah,
Well, you
maybe
didn't
if
know
like the
about it
setting was
beforehand.
like more localized to just like, and you're in Reichsglen, and this is where half the adventure takes place.
Yeah,
like,
if it, were
okay,
just, it was just Reichsglen or just Cote d'Ivoire, then he would be amazingly useful, pretty
Yeah.
dang useful. But
It
we're
would have
not
been
in
funny
that.
to have him have an Iron Giant moment instead. It's like, you stay, I go, and Scrap just
Well-
wanders off to have his own adventure.
Okay, bye. The thing was is that he had no intelligence in the first place, so he couldn't have said
No
anything.
following.
He had no intellect, he had no presence, and he had no stamina. Those were things he just did not have entirely.
Yeah, because you went with like the construct makeup.
Yeah,
His
it
immunity
was a
to
solid
fortitude,
suggestion.
really good.
Yep. It's like you're like if you don't do that, then it's like he wanders into the poison. Your robot is now poison. You know, there's some things wrong in that little sentence.
Well, trust me, I understand. Like all of all of Epic's physical stats are blank because he's
Yeah,
just a
acid.
program.
Yeah, because you can't punch anything. He's just code.
Yep. Which actually
Yes.
ended up having into a problem when I built the hostile takeover power, because in order to do a ranged affliction attack, I have to make an attack roll, which is dexterity based. Which he has no dexterity, which means he automatically fails.
Nice. I mean,
I actually had
you
to
could
buy
do that,
ranks
though.
of a ranged attack in order for him to be able to make an attack.
Oh, I see. So it's just +5.
No, plus 10.
Oh, okay.
I spent 5 points into it, but I'm not taking it any higher than that because otherwise it starts getting ridiculous. Well, plus he's also got 10 ranks in that power too, so. So yeah, there's an actual little data spike dart that Arsenal fires, and it's under Epic's control. When I try and do that hostile takeover.
Yeah, which is cool and fun.
Mm.
I think I've been considering for like a long while. It's like, do I want to get some minions?
Just 1 minion at 5 points.
Yeah, I was literally thinking like I could get a wizard minion to compensate for the fact that I'm an idiot. And then suddenly we have a wizard.
Well,
I guess if it's a minion, that means you get 15 points. So you can put 14 points into intellect, and then 1 point into will defense. I don't know. Yeah, we
You would
said-
put it into like expertise magic, and then you would put it into like the inventor stuff for magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 13.
So this way that they can just go, yeah, I'll just off-screen do this for like the next couple of days, and hey, here you go, use it for one scene.
Yep.
It's like that's pretty valid.
I still think
It's just that I would want them to have like a bunch of different skills to actually give my character information and be a source.
kind of like what I've done with Epic and him being my hacking source.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's completely overpowered in this one little field.
Yup. Because he doesn't have to go on a fight or anything.
Nope. Yeah, my AI, I roll a minimum of 21 on any hacking rolls I attempt. I guess he's off reading his book.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think we need to aggressively ping Fui.
Is he even online?
I have a
Probably
vague,
not.
Nope.
I have a vague memory of him saying he'd be half an hour late today, but I can't confirm it.
I don't remember anything at all.
I don't.
That's
I don't
all
think
his
I was there
fault.
for that. I kind of bailed super early into the after party, as you will. It does give me time to do some writing though, so we're good.
Yeah, and I get to watch more Bronze League heroes.
What's that?
Guy plays a lot of StarCraft, also gets submissions from viewers of their games. They're terrible.
Ah,
He then lambasts them the entire time and tries to make it exciting.
ah. In other words, something I wouldn't be interested in.
Yeah, it does require at least minimum of finding StarCraft at all interesting.
Oh, I don't. It's not that. StarCraft was kind of fun.
Hmm.
I did enjoy that, but however many hours of somebody sitting there and basically insulting somebody constantly. Nah.
Yeah, no, he like does this basically as like casting practice.
Okay.
He's like an entertainer for it. He does stream it all the time.
My current mainstream thing is I'm still catching up on Critical Role.
I'm still waiting for new episodes of JoJo to come out. Oh yeah.
Did anybody ping Fui?
Nope. I just did.
Kind of did too. Haha, there he is. And like I was telling Theta today, I'm honestly surprised the episode with Kronos' death didn't uh, garner some comments. It was a pretty epic episode.
Yeah.
Yo.
Does anybody else live in the northeastern part of North America?
I'm laughing in Texan right now.
I am
used to.
southeastern.
I used to.
Northwestern.
That explains it. I'm the only one in the Northeast, so that's what happened to me, because Discord said it was happening primarily there.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
What
dear.
happened?
Well, I'm here now.
Yay!
I'm just glad you're not dead, but what happened?
Well, Discord was saying, oh yeah, we're having we're having trouble with some of Google's cloud streaming things,
Oh.
and they're working on it. And they said it's affecting several sites, and
Mhm.
Discord was one of them. And apparently Roll20 was as well, but it just didn't give a message. It just said, "I'm broken."
Is it still broken?
No, I'm here now.
Well, I mean, I just don't know if Discord was working, but Roll20 wasn't.
Roll20 is currently working.
Hey, Scrap, you're a little on the quiet side.
I'm really far away.
I
Okay.
did see him dip a little bit last night, so maybe that happened.
Oh, did you guys read that 2 of our streams are the top 5 all-time viewers?
Yeah.
Nice. Popular.
It's all because of
Popular.
Scrap. I mean, you can tell from the comments.
Scrap, how
all
does it feel to be the main character?
About
This
as
is
good
your
as these guys feel.
story.
Hey, remember that one guy
Wait,
said?
I just realized something. I have Mystic Construct, and it has the precise ability on it, which means I could literally make myself like a mystical personal helicopter or like something like that, or like a
How
little
many
mini
points do you
airplane.
have in that?
Summon,
No,
like... Is this
That's
like
part
a
of the
summon power?
archetype. Yeah, no, it's a construct.
Pick yourself up and carry yourself.
So,
When you say construct, is it technically a create object?
yeah,
The
Yeah,
way
that's different.
it says I
Yeah.
could create things with moving parts. So I could literally make myself like a little helicopter.
It is simple moving parts.
Like a hinge.
Yeah.
Oh, never
Like you
mind.
could easily set up
God,
like a
thanks
pendulum
for
or something.
Yeah, we
thanks for dashing my
yeah.
thanks for dashing my fantasy.
Well, we had that discussion with concerning Firebrand as well, because he had a
Yeah,
similar.
my fantasies got dashed first.
Yeah.
Your fantasies are meaningless. His was dashed first.
Oh Jesus.
All right. Okay. Let me just. Sorry. Since Discord was down and I had to walk home from work because I couldn't find the car.
Oh Jesus.
Wait, what?
I don't have the entirety of this map finished, but I'm trying to get that done really quickly. We'll probably be able to start at like 6:30.
Sure. Wait, you can't find your car?
It's complicated.
Was your car stolen?
No, I forgot what street I parked it on.
Oh no.
it
I'm
was
so
just me being
sorry.
Stupid.
I don't even know what to say in regarding this situation. It's just kind of like, well, guess that happened.
Honestly, yeah.
Fortunately, you were close enough home to walk home.
Yes,
Right?
I could.
You weren't
walk
walking 10 blocks?
home. I was walking way more than 10 blocks.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. 10 blocks actually isn't that much.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, fun fact.
be glad you're not in Florida right now. You would have been walking 10 blocks home in almost 100-degree weather.
Nice.
It's like 75 up here. It'd be kind of nice.
Now, the thing is, I do most things in Celsius. So when I hear 100-degree weather, I just picture the inside of an oven.
Let's see, 75 degrees. F to C. There it is. Google, help me out because we don't bother to learn this shit. 23. It's fucking balmy up here.
Nice. I think it's around 23 here as well, actually.
37.75 Celsius.
Jesus.
That's pretty bad.
That's too many numbers. Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say, fun fact. Apparently, us up here in the North Americas are the only people that use blocks.
Really? Oh well.
I went on vacation in New Zealand in November, and I met a few people one from Australia, a few Irish people, all to kind of gather together, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so where was that place you're talking about? Oh, it's about 3 blocks down," and they just give me the weirdest look. I'm like, "What? Like, what the hell's a block?" And I'm like,
It's like at a point you
What?
realize, wait a second, the rest of the world didn't have all their cities planned from the beginning in perfect grids. Are you telling me that they aren't perfectly geometrically symmetrical?
Or even
backwards savages.
or even remotely symmetrical. I mean, because very few cities are actually perfectly geometric. But at least they're
Yeah,
close
that was just a fad for a certain moment of American history. So that's not how people think of it today.
It's like
I mean, if you look
everything's
at how it's-
perfectly symmetrical, loud, or just
You
breathing.
say that, but every time I decide to check out Google Maps, I look down on my city and go, "Oh wow, look at all of these subdevelopments that are exactly the same."
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at it carefully, they're not in like grid patterns or like square patterns. It's
Right,
always some
yeah, instead they're
weird-
in mazes with only one
Yeah.
entrance and exit, and if you get lost in that neighborhood, you're just doomed forever.
So many lights. Wait. Shit. Draw shape. Yes.
So
So
and
the-
now Firebrand is a light bulb, huh?
Yup.
Huh?
I decided, if I was gonna end up doing the thing later on where I'm gonna take my firepower and use it to, heat up an area and make everyone eventually go unconscious after 12 hours or something. I decided I'd just separate out the light part of that and just be able to do that, because that's a simple utility power.
Yeah.
It's alright, I can light up independently and, ruin everyone's day independently.
Nice.
Yeah!
And still create
Also means it gets to
torches.
be even bigger. Or maybe even selective.
Oh.
Imagine a citywide selective power.
I do not wish to.
You don't wish to. You don't have a choice.
Uh,
But a disadvantage of it, only selective if you can see the person. You have to be able to see the person to be able to not include them.
Oh yeah, I guess technically without like additional like
Senses.
qualifications, it would just totally be stopped by walls.
yeah.
I could just like fly up into the air and go, "I am your new son," and everyone's just like, "Cool," and closes their window.
Man, those modern thermal insulation ratings.
What was it? New Orleans has the New Orleans buzz, where it's just like the constant stream of AC units slash just what happens.
New
Mhm.
Orleans buzz. Okay. Okay.
If I just wanted to go for maximum radius, it'd be 13, and that'd probably cover everything. 30-mile radius
Jesus.
Of just heat.
of just heat.
Now, is it like? I guess it would be if it's an
This would be
environment
extreme heat. This would be like suddenly this part of the city is a desert. How do you feel? Answer: hot.
Perfectly
much.
fine. I'm environmentally sealed.
I mean, it'd be a hell of a way to get end a hostage situation or end a standoff in a building. You just are you gonna break in there and maybe flush them out? And it's like, no. I brought my lawn chair and today's newspaper. Someone's gonna hang out. You guys can take a break. Like, no worries. Come back in an hour. Just turn it on. Wait by the building.
From 2 to 3 for selective.
They do that. They turn off the air conditioning. They blast loud music so they can't go to sleep and crazy stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Environment,
now they're
constant
super
metal
fucked
music
because as soon
surrounds
as
me.
we open the window, all they see is just him outside is a superhero on a lawn chair reading a newspaper. Like, there's no big machines, no police lineups or anything. It's just some dude that you know you can't do anything about. So you're fucked.
Just some guy.
Yeah, that could be a fun 1-point utility power. Followed by own theme music.
Oh god,
Oh,
featured.
it starts at like 1 point if you're just doing general heat, and 2 points if you do extreme heat. And then you need to keep increasing it to increase the size from there. So let's see. So what lets me hit people through walls?
Penetrating.
Punching hard enough through the walls.
Well, penetrating is actually deals with impervious toughness.
Oh yeah, no, there's something else. Or maybe
There
I'm thinking about it from
totally
my...
is. I just always lose track of what it's supposed to be. Like maybe just indirect is what I'm
Did you
looking
see
for.
penetrates concealment?
I guess so.
That's a thing, right?
It is for vision.
Oh, that's right. It's not actually just for everything.
Yeah, that may be what I'm thinking about, because when I was building the detector, I was doing... I know off of senses there's a...
It's reach, reaction, reversible, ricochet.
Ricochet is not what you're looking for.
I mean, maybe I'm actually just firing heat laser beams at everyone, and I need to bounce them down into different buildings.
Jeez.
What's your power? I have various mirrors stashed everywhere. Don't worry about it. Don't question anything.
Okay. So, I believe it is good. Of
Hooray!
course, that's what they all say. Okay. Objects, tokens. Okay. Let's get the thing with the stuff. Eh. Oh no, the spooky's gone. No, alright, well. So
I guess it
it's-
depends on like if the definition of environment here would be like if I heat up the whole city, then eventually the buildings end up heating up somewhat too.
eventually.
They would just have to have air conditioning and run that.
Mhm.
You'd honestly just cause a heat wave, a localized heat wave.
That's basically what this is.
Probably what you want is penetrates concealment.
Okay.
But
What is
I'm-
that rated for?
Well, I'm only looking at it in the senses thing, so I don't know if it'll be the same in a different power.
If
That's
it
where I'd
wasn't
seen
in
it
the
before.
extras at all, like doesn't exist, and there's penetrating, but no penetrating concealment, because I think that'd be too easy. You know, instead of just penetrating, you just go, I have the thing that goes around. Wait, that'd just be homing.
It's not necessarily indirect because indirect is like the direction your power comes from. Which works in other senses, but I'm not sure it works with like a kind of burst AoE thing, which this is.
Honestly, I think maybe we should consider getting homing on some of our stuff, because I'm looking at it and it's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, it
pretty good.
is totally good. I just
And it's
need
so
to like
cheap.
figure out what would I do with it.
Don't you breathe fire? Can you just try again?
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
can't
work.
try a whole lot of times now because I changed up the power a little bit. But this is why I did like secondary effect on like nearly everything. It's like if I hit you, I've already hit you again.
Mhm.
Affects objects, affects others, alternate. Yeah, that might just be a thing to hash out. But if I went down to 4, and it was ring 6 in size, that would be a quarter of a mile radius, which is a substantial difference.
All right. So, where is it? What one's everybody at? Aha! Still on investigation, I see. So, do we recall what occurred last? Cultist scum.
Glad someone
you're-
finally recognized that. Jesus, I put that in right as I got it.
Well, you're not wrong. Well, I was busy fiddling around with the other map.
Well, I'm not saying you. I'm saying everyone else.
Oh.
But
Okay.
Sorry,
Dragon Ball Z-
I was zoomed out, so I was zoomed in all the way, so I had to move the screen. But yeah,
So, do we all remember what occurred?
It's a lot of shit. We
played
First
good
off-
cop, bad cop, and then bad cop, even worse cop, and yet still got her person.
and then bad cop, actually wanted person. We tracked down a lady who tried to pull some shit, so we decked her. And then we went down to her basement, and there's a bunch of crazy shit down there again. She tried to pull some more shit, so we got. Oh, I know, we didn't deck her again. She got shot by
The taser.
Arsenal.
I
who-
used
taser.
I know, but it sounds amazing when you say it the other way. She got shot because that's he said. I shoot her, and everyone's like, "Holy shit!"
Exactly. I swoop in there and I shoot her.
What a way to
Jesus.
do it.
Right in the middle of us interrogating.
Blood
Which
everywhere.
is so out of Arsenal's
He
style.
just
which was
found a
more-
gun. You didn't even have it before.
Found it.
And I think, needless to say, we all have long careers in human resources ahead of us.
well, you
No
guys
one
do.
will cause problems if I'm in head of HR.
I spent pretty much the whole session building.
Speaking of being head of HR, didn't you go unconscious at the end?
I just dropped. It's no big
What do you
deal.
mean? Speaking of head of HR, you're unconscious.
Well, listen, we've all been to Christmas parties.
So wait, so basically we found a shrine. It was emanating some sort of powerful power. We disrupted it, and now Arsenal said his little transponder doohickey thing told us something's coming down some tunnel, and then we ran into some sort of flesh creature that was growing on the wall.
Yes, and there was a
Yes.
bunch of weird shit. And then some weird shit happened, and
And then we
Crap,
ended the
crap.
session.
collapsed, and then that was, end scene.
Yes. So, at this point, when you ended it off, there was the one tunnel that was going straight forward and the signal was somewhere down in there. And then Scrap collapsed.
No more options of going the wrong direction this time.
Nope, not this
There's
time.
one long hallway, and every 5 minutes a door will close behind us.
Talk about plot tunneling.
Yeah,
train
plot
tracks. Literally
tunneling.
putting on the
God damn
railroads.
Are there metal tracks on the bottom of this?
it. No, it seems like it's just bare concrete.
It was a joke. Railroading.
we get it.
Ah.
We're not saying anything. It's just like, oh, haha.
Okay, sorry. Back to what the heck happened to Scrap?
just give me a second here. Hold up.
What?
I like to think of. No, you know what? Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
Teasing, it's all fine.
Okay,
We're just
you're right.
jazzing
Love
you,
you.
man. We're just jazzing you.
Okay. So, we're going to go into Scrap's mind at this point. Give me a 1 second while I type something.
Oh boy.
And you, Scrap, appears to wake up inside a cave.
Cave?
A cave.
Okay. Well, I'm in a cave now. I get to go cave exploring. I will. Am I standing or am I just kind of?
You're on the ground in the fetal position.
Oh, that's not right. That's not dignified. I immediately stand up because I'm not going to look bad in front of my compatriots, and I will look around for my compatriots.
Okay, you don't really see anything. All it is this black slate-like stone, and you can see now that you looked around, it leads down a short little, not a hallway, a little run of this cave, and it seems like it opens up into a larger area, and you can see light emanating from there.
Well, let's see. Okay, you know what? Let's just go down. This place doesn't feel right, and I hate it.
Okay,
But
and
maybe I can- Go ahead.
Still don't think anything weird's going on there, Scrap?
I mean, it's been a very strange month. Let's be totally honest here.
And as you walk, you start to notice that where you should be having the sound of footsteps on this stone, there's no sound at all. It's like you're walking on thick carpet. There's absolutely no sound from you walking, or any echoes for that matter.
And I can guarantee that there is, in fact, no thick carpet here.
Yes, it is just
Okay.
this slate gray stone.
Well, shit. I mean, he'll kind of, flex out his fingers. He knows that this shit ain't right, and he's going to have to punch something soon.
Well, you come out. I'm going to move everybody over to Untitled. So you come out there. Let me just
My notes.
change this. And let me get this thing up. You come out into this open area, and it has some sort of large skylight that's opening up into what looks like white sky beyond. But you see something in front of you that is quite strange. And I'm going
Quite
to...
strange, you say.
Yeah, wait. I need to make sure this does not mess anything up. Okay.
Oh. Well.
So it seems to be a large
Wait, can everyone
sphere.
see this, or is it just me?
Everyone
I mean,
can
like
see.
in the game entirely. Can
Yeah, in the
see it.
game we can watch it. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
I know that Scrap personally can only see this, but I want to make sure that, it's not like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Well, it's standing there, or floating there, menacingly, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it is just floating there quite menacingly.
I'm going to... is it just rock beneath me, right?
Yes.
Can I just dig down and just grab a nice chunk off the floor?
Well, you can reach down,
I will do that.
and when you reach down and you try and grab a chunk out of the rock, it's weirdly soft and it's like rubber.
So it doesn't really allow me to get a grip.
No,
Okay,
not
yeah.
really.
Backhands it a bit, then stand up and just start walking towards it. Got his hands out. He's like, well, what are we doing?
So as you approach this big sphere, you do sense that same quite familiar probing energy from earlier, except now it is much more pronounced.
They'll just keep taking steps. It's like, we're gonna try something. Let's do it, buddy. You and me, let's go. I'll fucking smash you into pieces, you goddamn 8-ball.
So as you keep walking forward, you get to maybe within 20 or so feet of it, and you just stop. Your limbs stop walking forward. And you can feel this wash over you a little bit. It's and then you start to feel some weird stuff. You feel
Weird
like this
stuff.
thing's trying to communicate with you, but it's not exactly doing it. It's not exactly mind reading, and it's not speaking. But you feel a strange intent.
Okay. Well,
Make
my intent is anger, so I'll focus to be as angry at this thing as possible. Violent anger.
all right. So make an insight check.
Oh, good. Let's see here. Oh, I swear to God, if I get a bad roll the first one, 6
Okay.
or 5.
So whatever this thing is, it's not really phased by your anger, and it seems, well, not really bemused. It just seems kind of indifferent to that anger, and you feel a sort of questioning thing, not really directed at you, but you don't really understand what it could be directed at. It seems to be probing something that's not you, but that is you somehow.
So you say my limbs aren't working, yes? Can I
Well,
still move my head?
It doesn't seem to want you to come any closer.
Perfect. Can I do a quick cursory glance around, make sure there's no one else here it's talking to, or trying to talk to?
Make a perception check.
It could just be like one of those things where your friend waves at you and you wave back, but they're actually waving at the person behind you.
So off in these shadowy corners of this cave, you can actually see what looks like several forms kneeling around the outside of this sphere. And you can recognize one or two of them as Ordris Seers.
Useless bastards. I knew it. This is their fault. No one believed me. They said, oh, they're just being fine. They're just being paranoid, Scrap. There's no reason to hate these guys. What's wrong with you? Stop punching.
Stop,
But
he's already dead.
They're on the outside near the walls? Is that what you said?
They are.
Can I take a step back?
Yes.
I will take a step back, and then I will start moving with intent towards the people on the corners there.
Okay. As you start walking towards them, you kind of it feels like this like kind of pins and needles effect that gets stronger and stronger when you approach them. Kind of not really like it's emanating from them, but like something's keeping you apart. And as you approach, you can see more clearly that their eyes are kind of half closed, looking up at the sphere. But as you get closer, they kind of start blinking and they look over at you. As soon as they look over at you, their eyes kind of focus again, and they just melt into the floor.
Like into liquid or dust? Or just
Like-
vanishing?
It's like they sink directly into the floor.
Scrapboard is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't even punch anyone here. And he's going to, I don't know, kick the floor a little bit. He's gonna.
Make a will. Actually, okay.
I can do will.
Yeah, make a will check.
Oh, fuck me. That does not get in good ones today.
So you're just like, oh man, I can't even punch anything. This sucks. And then suddenly, you're not angry anymore. Just this wave of nothing just kind of flows over you.
I'm just feeling nothing.
Yeah, you just feel empty all of a sudden.
Oh, that's not right.
Hold on a second.
Wait a second here. I was feeling something a moment ago, and there were people here, and I was something to see them go. And he turns around and he looks back at the sphere. And he goes, I don't think it was the people that aren't here. I'm pretty sure you did this. You did this. And I want to be something with you. This isn't good. I have to get out. This is not a place to be right now. I will... And he just kind of cross his legs and rest his elbow on his knee and put his, rest his chin on his hand. What am I gonna do? Think.
Okay, so as you're thinking, there's kind of this rustling, cracking noise. Is actually the first sound you've heard at this point.
Oh god, that must have been creepy. Everything else is just...
Yeah.
Ugh.
And you can see some cracks spreading across this sphere that are radiating out from a central area.
Wait,
Nothing's-
across the sphere?
Yes. And as these cracks spread across the surface, they slowly start sinking into the sphere and then slide back. And you can see inside, there's this sort of strange... The outside of the sphere is just this silvery gray mass, but inside it's like this weird churning sort of liquid. And as you look into this liquid, you start to make a couple of things out. They're not exactly clear. It's like being in a dream, but you feel a sense of dread kind of come over you as you recognize that there are some people that you recognize, both in this group and outside, who seem to be not them. You can't really identify what it is, but
Like,
you could
they're
make
them, but at the same time they're not.
Yes, you could make an insight check if you'd like.
Fuck's sake, Dice, you better not. Just let me get one. Let me get one. Motherfucker. I rolled a 2.
It's not crazy difficult to accomplish, but it feels like they are... It's
No,
like...
I get what you're trying to say. They're themselves. They look like themselves, but they're not themselves. They're someone else, but they're also themselves.
It's almost like they're twisting and mashing into each other.
Oh, fuck, that's different than I was thinking. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, it's like they're turning into one thing.
Could I make another will save to get angry?
Yes.
I'm getting my bad rolls out of the way. This is what we're doing. Or I could just roll a 7. Did everything I've rolled below 10?
You feel like a little bit of the anger start to well up with that inside you, but then like this fear like kind of twitches a little bit, and you feel it kind of violently forced back down. And the liquid inside gets a little bit more violent, and you can see now that your friends and allies are starting to, looks like, almost decay, and you feel like they're slipping away.
No,
Like they were
please.
them but not them, but now they're becoming less and less of them.
Scrap's he's gonna start making his way. He's not really walking with a tent, but he's walking with haste as he gets closer. He's like, no, please, you have to stop. They're not supposed to be there. They're supposed to be elsewhere, but not here. You have to understand, please.
So it stops doing that, and the parts slide back inside of the sphere. Well, slide back from the inside to the outside. Not uncracked. They kind of form back together again, and you get the feeling that this is not its intent.
Whatever. I mean, you don't, but do you want help? Can you just let them go? Who does this?
You feel something. It is well, it's not really a feeling. It is a strange combination of the sights, smells, and sounds associated with the flesh creatures you've had before. So it's maybe like a bit of a ragged breath and a stench of rotting meat. It's just kind of echoes throughout the cave.
Oh no. You have to let me go. We don't know what you're doing. We can go out and we can help you. We can help. And but we can't be here.
So it seems to be in the affirmative at this point. It seems to concur. But before it lets you go, it's going to shift one more time, and you feel the same feeling you felt when you stepped outside the wall for the first time. But this feels like kind of cold and alien, and there's this strange glow that seems to be all about you. And then you start to fade away.
I will be resolved in my fading away.
All right.
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm obviously going back to where I'm supposed to be.
Okay. And you can feel yourself sinking into the floor, similar to the other person you tried to interact with. And now, everybody else on the outside, what would you do when Scrap collapsed?
Scrap! Scrap!
Oh no! Ah!
I was going to say, could I use my mystic sense to see what happened to him?
Yes. So you could use your mystic sense to say that those Scrap's body and brain is technically here. Scrap is not really here. Something has spirited him away.
And I guess I was going to say, if I could astrally project to wherever he went.
Ooh.
Unless you have the dimensional
Then
tag
no.
attached, then
No.
you would not be able to.
Actually, hold on a second.
Maybe he does. Maybe I do.
He just went next door.
No, sorry.
Okay. And pretty much maybe 5 seconds after he goes down, he like gasps and you realize he hadn't actually been breathing for that 5 seconds. And Scrap, you are back amongst the living.
Are you okay?
Scrap he'll fling himself up, not like onto his feet, but like, into a sitting position. And he's just like, what the fuck?
Where is it?
My
Where?
head. This place is terrible, and I'm angry again. Oh, thank God. I want to destroy everything regarding this place. But we can't. We have to go do something else. We promised we'd do it. And then, oh God.
Whatever they're up to, Scrap, we have to stop them. We know where the array is, right? That's what it was called? I look over to Arsenal, like, questioningly.
I don't know what it is. It's just a series of components that includes a transmitter that I'm tracking. I haven't had time to try and figure out what you can do with those pieces together yet.
Scrap, we gotta stop them, but I gotta know, are you okay? Can you do this? Are they doing something to you?
Scrap's he's gonna stand up, really it takes a second, he's really pushing himself up, his muscles ache, everything just kind of feels bad. And he's gonna spin on his heels and he's gonna point at Firebrand. He's gonna go, our purpose has changed. At first, we wished to observe, but now we must act. And he's going to take off down the way.
They got him.
Oh boy, there he goes.
Speaking in third person again. All right, here we go.
And time to chase after him, I think.
Yep.
I mean, everyone can literally go fast, except for Axiom, but I'm pretty sure he could find a way to go faster than me. He is magic.
I don't know. Can I conjure up some rollerblades or something? I don't know.
That'd be sick.
I think
Simple moving parts. Yeah, it's just wheels. It's just wheels. You can pull it off.
just
It's
wheels.
wheels. Yeah, it's just wheels. I could do
It's
that.
wheels on an axle.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That would be the coolest wizard ever.
The rollerblading wizard.
You're not just rollerblading, you're rollerblading on your skateboard.
Rollerblading in style.
There you go.
Okay. Does this look completely black to everyone?
Let me
Yes.
switch over here. I was on something
Yes.
else. Yes.
Okay. Good. So,
Has somebody been messing with dynamic lighting?
yes!
It's not gonna cause the thing to lag super hard, is it?
Probably not.
I'll take probably.
All right.
Not
So-
only do I make skateboard, but I start kiting behind Arsenal.
Nice. So as
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
make your way down this tunnel, you can tell that whatever is moving this stuff is moving pretty fast. It's about moving at the same speed you guys can hustle down here. And eventually you start to smell a kind of familiar smell. It smells like like must and mold and kind of dark, dank stuff.
Like a bad cellar.
Mhm. And this whole time you've been going like on a slight ramp downwards. And now you can't really hear the sounds of like surface traffic anymore. You're pretty far below. All you can hear is like the rattling of the occasional pipe. And you come to a metal door that appears to have been opened somewhat recently, but has been shut behind it. It's got a spinning, like one of those spinning airlock wheels on it.
Hey, Scrap.
Scrap.
Oh, hold up. Give us some
He's
idea.
he's got his hands on it when he turns around and looks at you.
It's the, come on, you're running off without telling us what's going on. What happened to you?
I don't
Yeah,
know, but I have
What
to
do we
go
gotta
over
do? What do we gotta do?
it. We have to do what we have been saying this entire time. What we have to do is that we have to destroy every Ordris we see because you guys didn't believe us. And then, yeah, he kind of seems confused after he says all that.
And who's this us?
That's me. Us. I mean, yes, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We need to get through. There's a
No,
thing.
no. Hold on. You said that we didn't believe you guys. Us.
Well-
You didn't believe us. Who's us?
Us is me. Us is also we. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no.
Do you have an epic in your pocket or something that we
I
need to know
have-
about?
Or we have like 35
Uh-oh.
cents.
He's gone Two-Face on us, guys. He's gone Two-Face.
Scrub just he's trying to say something. You know, he's kind of lost for words, and he just kind of gestures back to the door as like, we can discuss this afterwards.
We are discussing this afterwards. Go ahead with the door.
Kathunk. Just
All
do
right,
whatever I
so-
gotta do to open that door.
It thunks open, and you see coming out of this with the draft from the door is a small puff of drifting spores.
Oh boy.
And inside it looks like the power has been cut, so it is dark.
I'd get that torch of yours ready, Firebrand. I think we're gonna have to be burning some stuff again.
And to that, Firebrand can see like holding the stone Ankh for a second, and just going, "Just protect me and my divine light." And as he says that and finishes up whatever conversation he was having, it looks like he is suddenly glowing.
You just had a really good day, haven't you?
If we were in any other situation than this, I'd make some comment about you getting laid, but I think this is too
Yeah.
serious for this.
Honestly, it's probably less like him directly glowing and more like every area around him is like lightly bathed in light.
Well, that sounds
This
super
is enough to
convenient.
take it from total to partial and from partial to none.
Okay, so it is total right now.
Alright, so that is now filled with shadowy light within 30 feet of Firebrand.
Okay.
And I
Wherever
still
he is in this darkness.
I still have the floodlight though, but that's directional.
Mhm.
Okay.
We can have both.
Can I use my mystical construct to create a ball of glowing light that floats over my shoulder?
Unless you would know the chemical components of what could create this glow, then no. But you could probably like make a torch that you'd light on fire.
Yeah, I know one. Yeah, cellulose and cloth and oil.
Well, burning magnesium is pretty bright.
Why don't we just get white phosphorus? Like this shouldn't be a problem.
White phosphorus.
Napalm glows pretty brightly.
Yeah, and it stays on anything.
Plutonium. Get that Chernobyl radiation glow. There
We
you
need to
go.
get that really. We need some
Oh
green
yeah,
ambient
nice
lighting.
blue glow. Very happy.
Some nice
very
gamma
friendly.
radiation.
That
That's always a
Chernobyl
nice
tan.
green glow.
Chernobyl tan is just melted skin.
Not me.
Okay.
So, anyways, multiple light sources appear.
Yes, I will now drop you down here.
We have one technological, one magical, and one mystical.
Okay.
When deific.
I'm eating a burger.
I had chicken.
Berg.
I just had cheese and crackers before we started.
Italian stuffed chicken. Good.
Leftover buffalo wings.
Ah, fuck, man, that's the best.
No, cold
Right
pizza
there
is
with
the
leftover
best.
Costco pizza.
I miss good pizza. I live in Los Angeles. The pizza here is atrocious. Shouldn't be called pizza.
Yeah, you think
Okay.
there'd be some kind of artisanal whatever pizzas down there, but there just isn't.
No. The sad truth is like there's several places that actually make pretty good pizza, but it's like $40 or $50 a pie.
Well, that's
And
just Los
then
Angeles.
every other, but then every other place that's just like normal pizza, it's just crap, and it's like you're only paying, and it's not like that much cheaper. It's like $20 and you're getting crappy.
Shit, man.
All right, so I think we're
Is there
just
food
waiting
for
to get
Twitter?
our light, aren't we?
Yeah, just we'll grab and
Yeah, he's
light
doing
here.
his light stuff.
Mhm.
But it was like, everyone like Home Depot or Lowe's or a hardware store, and they have those like pre-built sheds just off to the
Mhm.
side. Someone took one of those sheds, put it on a trailer, got into their little fucking Toyota, that was a pretty big Toyota truck, and just pulled it behind them and cooked Chinese food in the shed. And it was amazing. It was like 6 dumplings for $1. Oh god, it was so good.
Nice.
I've
All
never
right.
seen that place again.
So you've all got your light. Now, this section appears to be a bit older than the concrete section. Some parts are actually made out of brick,
Oh shit.
which is quite odd. But none of the lights appear to be functioning.
So, just out of curiosity, I see my light, but I only see off of that. I don't see.
Yeah, I should have a light, and I think
I have
Firebrand
my
should have.
teeny tiny
Couple-
light of 1 square, and that's it.
Yeah, a couple people should have area affecting lights, so
Yeah. So can you see yours now?
I can see mine.
Nope.
Actually, that's moving around.
I only see whoever that nondescript token. I have no light.
Which nondescript token?
Aren't you the
I
nondescript
don't.
token?
It's just a blue. I think it's me. Yeah,
That
actually,
is
yeah,
you,
that is
yeah.
me. Yeah,
We
that's
gotta find
me.
him a picture.
Yeah. Well, this wasn't a problem last time, and this is I actually took this from the same map. Shouldn't be too hard to fix, he says foolishly.
Here, we have time to find tokens, so he's not nondescript.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
have
give me
a-
one. Give me 1 second. Let me find my portrait, and
Yeah.
then I'll make a token.
Do you know where the
Yeah.
token creator is?
Yeah, I know the website.
All
Alright,
right.
cool. I didn't know going in, so I was making
Wait, people use websites for that? I just kind of like load up GIMP and do it there.
sure. Yeah, that's where we have the little fancy borders from.
No,
Wow.
there's a website that literally just makes the whole token.
Neat.
Oh, there we are. All player see light.
Oh, there we go.
All player see light.
I thought I was just gonna be screwed the whole
Hey,
time.
there we go. Now my light shows further and overrides your dim light area, but only in the direction I'm facing.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, it does facing? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mine's
Mhm.
just facing because see, watch. If I come over here and turn this way, well, you can see now over above Axiom doesn't have as much light, and then I turn back and
Wait, so it sees over people though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
People
so I
don't
just wanna make
block
sure, I wanted to make sure that, so if I was walking in front, then I wouldn't be just like, what's ahead of us? And they'd just like, I don't know.
Okay.
I have directional light.
That's so fancy.
So it'd be fun. I get to have to turn my token around in different directions to to do stuff.
Yeet.
And I'll just be like, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta pull this like a, line shooting back in the day. Just fire over everyone else's shoulders. We're We're space hulking this.
I'll have the flamethrower. I'll be
Gotta
the
put
bat.
the Terminator armor out front, which is me. But then
The
everyone
heavy
else
flamer.
behind. Yeah, you got Heavy Flamer, we have our Adeptus Mechanicus, and we have Psyker.
Perfect.
Like, we're set to go. And
Welcome
man, I
everyone
really
to
wish I could play more
Warhammer
40K
40K. How
games.
you doing?
Welcome to Dark Heresy.
Jesus. All
We
right.
have Fumbles
we
the
are about
Psyker
to
here.
fight Gene Stealers, so
If we're good, let's go then.
Yeah.
Or are we still waiting on the portrait?
Should we wait? I mean, we could. Oh, it shouldn't take that long for a portrait.
Yeah, we could just
What do you
like
think?
drop that in.
yeah, he can do it mid-fight if it
Oh,
is.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
So, who?
Yeah, I'm
how are we
working on
marching
it.
ordering?
Sorry, guys.
March-
I'm working on it right now.
That's
Nah,
fine.
you good. How are we
Just-
marching? Oh my god, I gotta talk. Marching, ordering this. There we go.
Apparently, Firebrand wants to go first.
You know
Well,
what?
at least I'm
Godspeed.
stepping up to here.
Here, switch places.
Well, just go ahead and step up then.
There we go. I mean, I don't have any light, so I can't really see in front of me anyway, so things can be revealed.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, looks like right at the edge of my light almost. Nope,
Yeah.
that's a wall.
Here, if we could, once we scoot everyone up, you guys can see how my light is. I'll just double back real fast. Oh wait, yeah, here you go.
Also,
That's my light.
this section has a little bit of crap. Change. There we are.
There we go.
Has
Now
a
we
little
got
bit
it.
of water. The beautiful water effect.
Yeah, beautiful water. It couldn't possibly just be runoff sewage.
Yeah.
Yeah, water tables. All right, but the place isn't flooding at least, but it's just kind of coating the floor, right?
Yeah, there's maybe like a third of a foot of water there.
Fui, you might have to reset my lighting as I think my token doesn't.
Yeah,
light.
new token, new lighting mechanisms.
Beep.
It's actually pretty cool.
There we
token
go.
design.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep. Let's advance.
We good down the line? All right. Well, who wants to go check out this spooky side hallway that's not full of water?
I mean,
You tell me, man. You brought us here.
which direction is the signal coming from?
It's coming from the north.
Oh,
All right. Keep
Well, I
going
guess
north
I'll-
for now.
I'll take a step up. I actually can't see anything. Can someone hit?
That's a wall. That's a wall there.
That's a wall.
No, I can see the wall. Okay, if we can scoot everyone up, I can show you my vision and what I actually have access to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I kind of see what you got. You got like a very bright, like
I have
5
my
foot
one
in
square
around you.
and then like half of the squares on my all sides.
Up, scoot over, and I just
Yeah,
like
I'm
wiggle
really-
past you in the hallway.
I'm just
Okay,
like,
so,
let's go. Can't see. All right.
so
well,
to your left, it looks like part of the roof has partially collapsed,
oh,
and there's some debris that's blocking that direction.
Like blocking enough that we couldn't get through without work, or just like we'd have to kind of crawl through.
You could probably work a little bit and then crawl through.
Okay.
well, hold on. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna break off a chunk.
All right. You
It's free debris.
got a brick.
I've got a brick. Hell yeah. I'll squeeze on by.
The ultimate weapon.
It is in my hands. Because I throw it at Mach 2. All right.
So you
Hi,
like
Ren, you're now
slosh-
leading us because you are in front.
It's like sloshing around with bricks in hand.
So is that what we want to do? Go through the rubble, or do we want to just like progress down the fastest path we have here?
Let's go down the fast path. Then
Yeah.
if shit goes wrong,
I'm a path of least resistance kind of person myself.
All I know is we need to head northish.
All right,
What is
this
that door
seems
over
clear.
there?
I'll go ahead and just let everyone pass me in the hallway. There you go.
Everyone, keep your ears peeled. It's gonna get crazy. It's gotta be.
Also, coming from this direction, you can hear a splashing through the water.
Oh fuck no.
Move past, and I'll shine my light down it.
Scrap will hurry up, or actually go up the hallway real fast.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not gonna run past the door, but go for it.
It's okay. Just come this way.
Come on.
You can
Having
spin it.
issues.
I believe in you.
Spin.
There you go.
And as you shine it down there, you can see something.
Something just moved out. I saw
Something
that.
just moved out of the light.